This planet's my land, this planet's your land. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Zareth Prevails. We're going to talk about PvE today, of all things, folks. Rise of the Empire Territory Battles Phase 1. I'm going to show you all the different comps and builds and strategies involved to be able to solve this. I want it to be a good, solid resource for people moving into the future. I hope that that is, in fact, what it is. So, yeah, let's actually... real quick, if I can actually find the button for it. Yeah, please like, subscribe, and comment on this video. If you wouldn't mind, folks, if you like the daily content, mediocre or excellent, whatever you call it, I would really appreciate a thumbs up button and a comment. Help me mount the algorithm, folks. We're quite discreet about your mounting activities. Now, I do have 3 infographics here for Coruscant, Corellia, and Mustafar, showing you all the different builds and everything. If you want to find those, you can go to the video description and click on the Discord server. If you sign up to go to the Discord server, I mean, it's free. You can just get these in, high definition, as high definition as I made them at least. And you can be the hero for your guild that shows people which builds to use and gets 2 out of 2 waves on everything. And just breaks it down and everything. It's hopefully I can keep improving on these infographics, but for now this is what they are. Go to the channel infographics and you'll find them. It's easy enough, folks. So with that being said, let's actually get into the footage here and let's get going, shall we? All right, here we are. Whoa. Alright, so we're going to do the Jedi one first on light side, and it's going to be good. It's going to be a good time, folks. You'll see. I don't really love that text in the background there. Let's turn it off. Alright. So, there's a lot of things going on in this mission. First off, we're dazing ourselves, and that's just an ability that happens from their sergeant. There's an event special that you want to spam whenever you can. You can see that 25%, now in a minute it'll be 35%, and you just want to spam that as much as you can, folks, just all the time, because it's going to debuff that clone sergeant, and it's going to help you. Now, the other piece of it, guys, you see all the stacks of protection that they're getting as time goes on. You're going to want to be able to dispel that as quickly as you can. So you want Jedi Knight Luke here, especially using his basic, to be able to chop that down. If you don't have Jedi Knight Luke, maybe think about using like Shock T or something and having her go a lot so that she can dispel them. One way or another. One of the trickiest parts is trying to kill all of the medics in time in that front zone. Now, the second zone acts just like the first, and Lord Vader here is more cosmetic than anything. It's like a Lord Vader skin, but you're facing like basically another clone sergeant. I don't know, maybe Lord Vader actually has more Lord Vader abilities, but if you kill the sergeant, guys, then he just kills one of his friends and calls it good. So just keep spamming that event special till you get Thunderous Applause, which is like the buff that you get after spamming it enough times. And yeah, there it is, Thunderous Applause. This is kind of what would happen. I mean, so everyone's getting dazed all the time. This is like the recreation of what would happen if Lord Vader just went back in time and beat everyone, or tried to kill the Jedi and decided instead to get gang beat by the Jedi from all different time periods of life. It's pretty fantastic. So, all right, this is the Kenobi one, and this is an important one because we're not using any of like the old Padme team. You guys will see in a little bit. We want the Padme team, and we want Cat available here. For that Padme team. You guys will see it in action here in just a minute, but we need Kenobi to be able to contribute here. This isn't the Jedi mission, remember, we just did the Jedi mission, but I mean, it's basically the same thing. You just want to spam the event special and notice that everyone is dazed. And so, like, Kenobi couldn't actually call anyone to assist there anyways. I mean, he's waiting for his ult, and we can probably just hold off until the phase 2 to pop our ult anyways. And remember, I'm doing this on my ult. Like this is actually at Relic 5. It's very easy to do this. The video footage is from my main account, but this isn't bad. This isn't too bad. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, you need to use the good Jedi that you have. Note that I do have Shak Ti here just because she's got the cleanse to get rid of the daze periodically, and she's also able to use her basic to dispel those huge stacks of protection. Mace can also do that, and yeah, I mean, I should probably have just put all my videos about this speed, huh? I'll probably end up doing a better video of it at some point, folks. Don't worry. Or do worry. But, I mean, I hope you get the gist of it. If this is... Give me feedback, guys. If you thought this was too fast or whatever, I'd be interested to hear what you have to say. We're trying to cover an entire phase in a timely fashion, and so it's tough to really, you know... Tough to know exactly what we should do here. Oh, really? I want to make sure that you guys get good footage. I can also probably just release the footage, the raw footage. It's like over an hour. So we'll release that. So it'll be in the video description at some point, folks. It won't be there when it's first realized. Now, you'll note we're using Padme here. But Cat is the big thing. She gives all that extra health. She does the Annihilate ability. She gives more offense as well. The other big thing though here, guys, is Snips, because every time we do a special, Snips is called to assist, and then when she does a crit, she dispels a debuff on someone else on her team. And she dispels buffs, which is another important thing. Remember how we use Shak Ti and we use Jedi Knight Luke to delete those things, the stacks of bonus protection. That's what's happening there as well. Apparently, we just ran out of time or something. I don't know. I got pretty brutal with some of my cuts here, guys. Not the most amazing editing job, I apologize. But hopefully you guys get the gist. I mean, killing all those clones time after time, the strategy doesn't really change that much, just the characters and the comps that do. So we're using Profundity here, and, you know, I've heard this is doable with Home 1. I tried it once on my main, or on my alt. It didn't really pan out that much, I think, maybe? I don't really remember, actually, now that I'm thinking of it, but... anyways, we were able to delete their capital ship, and, I mean... This is pretty easy. Pretty easy one, guys. Alright, so now we're on Corellia. And this is where all the splits are. So, alright, the Jabba one, we're just basically gonna fast forward this one a lot, because you can just hit auto, actually, guys. If you want to be boring and hit auto, then feel free. This is one that you can hit auto, as long as you have the good one. So you'll note that I have Gamorrean Guard here instead of Boba. I just wanted to see what it was like with Gamorrean Guard. I think Boba is probably a better choice, frankly. Not really big deal, one way or another. So the infographics gonna say Boba, and I actually think that's gonna be the best one. Boba's gonna stay with this team the entire time, all the way up until I think maybe there's like a phase 3 mission that he doesn't go with Jabba. I don't remember exactly. Alright, so I just have him eat Kira, because she's such a good facilitator. And then after that, yeah, you can see I even hit auto here. I got boring. It takes a little bit. We're on Corellia, man. But this is pretty easy. Apparently the Rancor got hungry. We're good to go. Alright, so this is why we saved the CLS team. We don't want to use CLS on light side because we don't want them to get dazed, because there's so much turn meter gain on the team. And so the key here, guys, is to just keep control as much as you can. Keep hitting people as much as you can to be able to... I mean, they get confused, so they're not going to be able to gain... you know, they get all the various debuffs and stuff, but I mean, this is just like the fish in the barrel missions in Geo territory battle. Like, you just get so much turn meter that you're generating, because you're also generating turn meter from those confuses. I think maybe I'm wrong about that, but one way or another, folks. I mean, the scout is the one who's going to be hitting the hardest, I believe. Remember, this is only the second time I'm showing you guys footage from the second time I've run any of these missions, so we don't have everything figured out perfectly. But I mean, I do know that the Commander Luke teams on phase 1, it's pretty easy, man. Really, really easy. Worked on my alt as well. Now, this is the special mission, folks. So you want Ray here. You wanted to save Ray because you want to get your team GT1. The one problem with this, folks, is that it takes forever. So the very first thing you want to do with Ray, you saw that she put Lifeblood on Vandor. Never let that go, because that's a permanent buff on Vandor, which means that all light side characters are going to take a fraction of the damage. Well, a fraction. They're going to take 75% of the normal damage. Like 25% of it's taken away, which is really nice, because these troopers really do a lot of damage. Now, things to pay attention to, because we're going to be cutting around a lot to this, because I can't show all of the footage. This takes a long time to do. Things to keep in mind, though. Young Han is going to ramp his damage in this phase, and then it'll actually carry over into phase 2. His damage ramping is per battle, not per encounter. However, the little dice, when you use the dice ability, that gives him bonus speed, or extra speed, or whatever, that only is encounter. So his speed resets. He gets plus 200 speed eventually if he uses those dice enough times. And once you get rid of that, once you go into the next phase, then the speed resets, but his bonus damage, his offense, is still going on. So we do have the ult. I like to keep my ult in reserve. Like, a lot of times I just won't even use my ultimate with Ray, because I need to make sure that I'm actually, kind of taking care of everyone. And yeah, so this comp really works really nicely. I think my guild ran it 12 times last ROTE, Rise of the Empire, territory battles, you know the thing. Gosh, I thought maybe I could just slice Veers there real quick. Apparently he's a thicker boy than we thought. But anyways, we ran it 12 times, and I think we were 12 out of 12. It's fairly easy, as long as you keep Vandor at, with his buff, with his lifeblood. So eventually we get through. We earn the reward. Hooray! We're a hero for our guild. Now we're going to use Afra. I made the mistake of donating BT1 and 000, and so I'm using this really bad composition here, guys, with Afra. And this is a combat mission, so you can see I'm like, I don't even, I mean, gosh, she's so new. I'm slowly learning how to use her, but she's got a lot going on, and please don't judge me too hard for the comp or for anything, guys. Don't blame me for a single damn thing, okay? But one way or another, alright, we got through it. We're using Darth Vader because we can. Like, there's no need for Darth Vader anywhere else. As you'll see on Mustafar, we must not use Darth Vader there. But yeah, I mean, eventually we just get deleted here, guys. I got through one phase of it without BT1 or 000. I think that's pretty decent, actually. We'll get better footage next time. Now, this is the Executor mission, and this is also very winnable, I believe, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna take a drink while we go. Oh, that's right. So some people were saying that we should use Home 1 in Phase 1 light side, so then we can use, I don't know, Profundity on this one or something like that. Maybe it's Negotiator we're supposed to use in Phase 1, one way or another. Because you have to have, is it Ghost or is it, no, I think it's young Lando's Falcon. It's just so weird because you also just have Ghost stapled to your face. I don't know if I approve. One way or another, though. I mean, I think it's your young Lando's Falcon, at least. So that's good. I don't know. Maybe it's not your young Lando. Gosh, the guy died so easy. What a loser. Die easily equals loser. Alright. I'm like, let's just heal Razor Crest. Who cares about Ghost? So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. We'll get through it. We'll get through it, folks. I'm going to be really interested to see what the fleet zone is on Mustafar this coming territory battle in a couple hours. This should be interesting. But, I mean, eventually, I think we eventually get to delete their ship. Or maybe we actually just delete all their ships before we get to delete their capital ship, which is unfortunate. Would be really nice. As a completionist, I would really love to be able to just also kill their capital ship. So, there it is. Almost all the waves. Afra didn't quite get all of them, but now we're on Mustafar, and you guys can follow along on the infographic. We're using Inquisitorius here, guys, and they're all Relic 7, because that's what's required in Phase 3 for that Riva mission. And the thing I want to point out here, guys, before it starts fast-forwarding a ton, is you don't want to do AoEs. Your whole team has a ton of AoEs. Don't do AoEs until you kill B1, or sorry, B2, or unless you have like some kind of a beat on getting him. Yeah, okay, so we did it. You see those Magna Guards, or maybe a few days all the Magna Guards, but the Magna Guards are going to ruin everything. They're ruiner of things, because they just taunt, and you know we dispel the taunt and they both get it back, and it's obnoxious as hell, and that's what Magna Guards do. But you really want to kill that B2. You also, if you could, take care of that Droideka. That would be great, because I think there was like 10 stacks on Droideka just now. It's a little bit stressful. I think I feel like this is one that I felt that I misplayed a little bit going in, because Droideka, you just have to figure out what your priorities are, because you want all your buffs, and so B2 needs to go away. But Droideka, also, I guess Droideka never really did that much damage to me either. So I mean, there is that. All right, let's get rid of the stacks of B1. To be honest, I'm glad they're not getting rid of our stacks here. Oh yeah, we resized during the screen during the territory battle. I'm glad they didn't get completely rid of all the mechanics from light side and dark side territory battle. It's just weird facing separatists with dark side. You know, I'm not used to having dark side, because in light side at least you get to call everyone to assist. In dark side, like the dark side characters are all more selfish in general, like just in all the different factions, and they don't assist each other at all. Yeah, you can see the Droideka really doesn't do that much damage as long as your ninth sister is jacked, which she should be. So yeah, Droideka, let's just take care of her. I mean, this is one of the more it's satisfying to have this Inquisitor team. Like, it takes a while to get through it, but it's kind of fun to just, I mean, you're just so self-sufficient. They work so well together. It's a lot of fun. So, alright, let's take care of these B2s as much as we can. Apparently, I did some kind of a jump cut for some reason. Yeah, just doing basics here, guys. Just doing basics, again, because you don't want to do the AoE and startle the Magna Guards. You don't want the Magna Guards to take a turn until after you've already taken out the bees. And with that, easy peasy, let's just kill Newt. Takes a while to get through those Magna Guards, but alright. Cool, and then this one is just full auto, guys. If you have Lord Vader, great. To do your auto. Go in and full auto it. I mean, you probably need to be like Relic 7 or something. I mean, Relic 5. I'm guessing Relic 5 still wins. I don't know. You just hit auto and you win. This is kind of your payment for having Lord Vader from CG. They're like, hey, congratulations, you get some mostly inconsequential points for your guild in Phase 1. But it is free. Alright, this one's a little bit crazy. You want to kill Droideka as quick as you can, of course. You also want to be able to kill B2 as quick as you can. Yeah. So, I think that this one is assigned to the one with Geonosians on it, folks. So, keep that in mind. I think that this is the mission with Geonosians on it. So use Supreme Leader Kylo here on the Geonosian one, because like Inquisitorius probably struggles a little bit against Geos. I think Night Sisters would also work here, actually, guys. That's a tidbit for those of you who don't have who have Night Sisters. I don't know. Maybe I'll try Night Sisters next time. I'm gonna make an off-meta list, but at the same time, I mean, a lot of times the most common denominator for guilds are going to be your Galactic Legends, and so that's why I wanted to make this original video here. So, all right, you get the 2-turn stun on Brute, and then I did a 2-turn stun on the Brood Alpha as well. And now you'll note that I'm waiting with Red Trooper. I'm trying to bide my time because I want to be able to build my... I want to go back-to-back ults. So I was trying to hold my AoEs from Red Trooper so that I could build my ult better. But then they killed one of my friends, and I was like, you know what? We're just going to do an AoE anyways for fun. So pretty easy. Just make sure that you stun the two... you know, the Brute and the Brood Alpha, and then worry about Poggle, because he'll dispel it on the Brood Alpha potentially, but I think Poggle was slower. So, alright, this one takes for frickin' ever, guys. First off, I forgot, I mixed them up. This is still on Mustafar, but Sith Eternal does not need to be riding in the co-pilot position. He can be the lead. On Dathomir, he disallows you from reviving your Sith, and I'll show you guys that once we get to that place. But yeah, this is all fairly brutal, I guess. I don't know if brutal's the right word, but it takes forever. Look at our ultimate bar here, folks. Sith Eternal's ultimate bar takes forever to fill, and when he's not the lead, it is so obnoxious. So I'm using Treya lead, and that actually just kills B1s. Like this isn't necessarily just the worst thing ever, but it just takes a long time, folks. It takes a long time to get accomplished, and so just keep that in mind. I think we're just going to jump around a lot, because yuck. Alright, just take out that Droideka right away, so that we don't have to worry about it. Do a couple mass assists, kill the B2. Kill the B1. I think I just show all the jump cuts of all the different various characters being killed here. It took a very long time, folks. This is like a 10-minute battle or more. Pretty yuck. We didn't even get the ult on what's his name? Sith Eternal. And that's it, folks. That's all you need. So, go get those infographics. Go get the hints. You know, tell your friends about this video. If it helps. I hope it helps you guys. Hope it helps. At least the builds help you guys. I mean, strategies aren't that complex. It's just it's a matter of going out and doing it. So, anyways, folks, let me know what your thoughts are. Hope that this was helpful. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Zareth prevails. I'm gonna go to sleep for a few hours.